Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. Last outing for Minnesota, they won that game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on it.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spot. Matthews out there with Darren Williams, and it's Powell in at the 5 down low.
Quick hands on the steal and then just bad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. Boy, you got to love that assist by Darren Williams.
Lopez passes to Towns. A 3, and he gets it to go. Lopez has got 5.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Williams kicks to Matthews. Williams a screen. The dish to Powell. Shot no good. And Minnesota now the other way. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and last year they had major trouble with these guys. I'm not sure how it happened, but they didn't win a single game against them.
Yeah, extremely embarrassing. A team that, by all rights, couldn't have won a single game, took them all. You know that's in their heads as they take the court tonight, for sure.
Now the feed to Martin. Can't get it to go. Good D by Matthews. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Rick Carlisle. Doris?
He singled out KG as a player they would like to contain. He said that it goes beyond what KG can contribute in the stat sheet, explaining when Garnett gets going with his intensity, that just feeds into the rest of the team and it becomes a vicious cycle. Keeping Kevin from igniting his team is something they'd like to avoid here.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Lopez with the steal. A finish. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Now Lopez after the missed 3 from Darren Williams. And he gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again. And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Timberwolves. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the Mavericks. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter of if they could get the most out of it.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Lopez. 6 points for Andrew Wiggins. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Lopez. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. He is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And finished off by Martin.
It's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Lopez. Here's Garnett using his post move to get the 2 points. Garnett's got his first points of the night.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now here's Parsons. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. Williams against Martin. The wide open look here for Lopez. Buries the long-range jumper. Lopez has got 18 points.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Here's Lopez. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Garnett, the screen. And Lopez gets it to go.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Lopez over to help. Parsons dishes to Nowitzki. Matthews, no one around him.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
That's good. And that's now 6 points for Martin.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Over the last 10 games, these big men have been the NBA's best at the charity stripe.
Men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
Minnesota leading by 20. Lopez with the ball. Williams picks him up, and that one's good. Wiggins.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. They're playing tremendous defense, too. They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Some changes for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Garnett. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Martin. J.J. Barea is checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Lopez. Deron Williams picking up that last basket. Lopez outside. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And it's now 23 points for Freak.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Parsons' shot is off.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Outside Matthews. Parsons passes to Williams. Outside Matthews. Nowitzki a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks to Barea. Fires for three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And Pekovic kicks to Rubio. Here's Lopez. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lopez has got 28.
And he answers right back with a three of his own.
Watch out now, Suki. We got a duel shaping up right here. This could be mano-mano for a little while. You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Fires from deep. And another three for Minnesota.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Now here's Matthews. He had 22 points in the win against the Clippers.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
He's looking pretty confident out there. I mean, 5 of 7 so far from the field. He's feeling it.
Back to Lopez. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away. Take a look at what Williams has done. He's already up to 11 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt, they'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Towns. And Dallas also making a switch. Matthews, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's Barea. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. Lets the three fly. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight. Lopez with the steal. And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got his second bucket.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Dallas making a switch here. Harris is checked in. The Mavericks shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And the rejection by Jang. Lopez outside. Pulls up on the wing. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Lopez. And another 3 for Minnesota.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Now Barea. 9 points last game. They get a hand on it. Lopez with the steal. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Dirk Nowitzki still remembers the Mavs 2011 championship. He said he'd
that 11th season I'll never forget.
once definitely not enough for Dirk. He's been to the mountaintop and he wants more. Another trip there would be terrific for him. He's been to the finals twice.
Yeah, and you heard him. It was like the whole city was having one big party all summer long because they were there. How could you not want to have that experience once again?
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Zhang is out there with Garnett, and it's Lopez in at point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers played some outstanding basketball. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple-double. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game. Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Lopez with the steal. Launches the three. Good. Lopez has got 48.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
To the inside. Here's Martin. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
How about Wiggins in this one? He has 17 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Dallas with a change here, too. Parsons is checked in.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Here's the screen. Will it go? That drops. Parsons got his second basket of the night.
They're shooting the ball extremely well right now. They're looking at that three-point shot as a way to get some extra offense and really continue to fortify their momentum.
Lopez with the bucket.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And it's Harris off the drive. Good D by Lopez. For Minnesota, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. A 3-ball. Count that one. Lopez has got 53.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, we can mark those up for him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And it's Harris off the drive. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Lopez has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Ball's knocked loose. Nobody near Parsons. Off target from outside.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Feeds it to Harris. Parsons on the wing, covered by Wiggins. And Parsons kicks to Powell. Down low, left side Harris. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Wiggins dishes to Lopez. And it's good. Lopez has got 58.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Pushing it up. And Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist by Lopez. 10 points for Kevin Martin.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher. And they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
They set the pick on the wing. Harris. A floater can't hit, so Minnesota will take it the other way.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
To be honest, I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. This may be the best shooting performance I've ever seen.
Here's Wiggins. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
To the middle. The kick out to Lopez. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Reek with the ball.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
That shot wide open.
Boy, and another miscue leads to points. Squeeze the orange, fellas. Take care of the pumpkin.
Hard to recover defensively, though, when you're turning the ball over at this rate.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
That bucket in no time at all. 26 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Harris kicks to Powell. Parsons outside. There's a good screen on the wing. Harris. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Minnesota's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Here's Lopez, and another 3 for Minnesota.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to shootout this team. Boy, they've just feasted on all of these turnovers here, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. The easy buckets the other way, converting on those miscues.
Lopez with the steal, and now the Timberwolves on the break, and finished off by Martin.
And guys got careful with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Finished off the break. Martin's got 18 points.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense is better start buckling down.
And through the first half. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Lopez. He's got 12 rebounds and a ridiculous number of steals.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
On the floor for Dallas, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Williams is out there with Matthews, and it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Williams kicks to Powell. That's good. Powell's got the first points of the second half here for the Mavs.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Lopez gets the three-pointer to fall.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Lopez with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Greek with the ball. That's good.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage. Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Garnett. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 5 assists in the game. Lopez kicks to Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got his first basket.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
To the middle, Kevin Garnett with the steal. The numbers in their favor. And here we go. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 20 points.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Knocks it loose. Lopez with the steal. By himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
For Minnesota, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. A free throw good from Kevin Garnett.
Shooting for Minnesota.
Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett.
What a game for Garnett. He has 8 points and 3 dimes. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
And you know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Lopez. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Lopez has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Minnesota. And Williams, here we go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks winning their last game against the Clippers. Here's Garnett, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And it's Wiggins missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Williams against Lopez. It's Williams with the drive. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 20-7 run. Martin with the bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
No one around, and Wiggins with the layup. Wiggins has got 32 points.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
And they've really made the most of all those chances they've had from these turnovers. It's really driving their offense right now. Actually, it's their best offense.
And Matthews kicks to Williams. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Lopez passes to Wiggins. Lopez with the ball. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
A different look for Dallas. Matthews, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Nick Coathis comes in for Chandler Parsons. And Harris subbed in for Williams. And it's Harris off the drive. Makes it off the glass. Harris has got 9.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Lopez, no luck.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him 8 Richie shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
That's good.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Dallas has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Freak number 1.
And, well, rebounding isn't something you really think too much about with point guards, but he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
Yeah, in addition to the work he does on the perimeter, he's more than willing to get his nose in there and get his hands dirty and getting after rebounds and loose balls. And I think that's why so many folks around the league can't say enough good things about him.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Harris. He's got 11. 3 from Matthews. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. And that's now 10 points for Wesley Matthews. It's deflected. Now here is Harris. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Off target from outside. Minnesota's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Martin with the bucket.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Nikola Pekovic has checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio comes in for Kevin Martin.
Wow. What can you say?
Harris dishes to Calathes. There's a screen. And here's Matthews for the 3. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field. Inside, here's Wiggins. An easy 2 points on the layup. Wiggins has got 36.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Lopez over to help. Here's Calathes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. To the middle. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Lopez. And it's 6 points here for Ricky Rubio. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Matthews sets a screen for Harris. Can they get it? And he gets the jumper to drop. Matthews has got 9 points in the quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Lopez. The three-pointer, no good. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Calathes kicks to Harris. Dishes to Matthews. Fires top of the key. Rebound, Minnesota. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Great open look there. Wiggins has got 38 points. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Boy, a big gap between these teams as far as fast break points are concerned.
Yeah, and some teams play a slower tempo, but defensively you have to commit to sprinting back in transition and denying those runouts.
And Ricky Rubio again. Rubio's got 10 points in the game.
And really keeping the ball hot hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
From outside the arc, Lopez, no luck. Dallas shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Over in the corner, Matthews. Good. It's Calathes who picks up the assist. And that's 17 points for Wesley Matthews. Three-pointer. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from Lopez.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Harris passes to Calathes. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. 12 points here for Ricky Rubio.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Harris kicks to Calathes. Lopez over to help. And pushing it up again is Minnesota. Again in transition.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Harris dishes to Calathes. Swing gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He misses the free throw. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. For Dallas, they've gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Lopez in at point guard. Garnett out there with Gorgie Dang. Then it's Matt Barnes. And it's Levine in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
And he lays it straight in.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
The first free throw is good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Bekovic is checked in. Evans, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Stauskas comes in for J.J. Barea. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And it's Harris off the drive. He kicks it to Powell. The pass to Evans. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Williams. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Lets it go with a 3. Good.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Lopez with the block. Inside. Levine, good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
Back to Lopez. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Just dialed in from the 3-point line in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch, a show of strength for the Timberwolves.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3. It paid off for them in the end.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Lopez. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Shot's good.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Here's Levine, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Here's Barnes, finished off the break.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
And stolen by Jang. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Levine, good.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Lopez with the steal. And pushing it up is Minnesota. The Timberwolves again in transition. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking.
The 2K Sports Post Freak.